Well, it's day 2 of milling up these logs. Was hoping to get this done yesterday, but we had a few interruptions yesterday. Didn't get the chance to get to it. So we're gonna mill this up and hopefully 6 other logs. Hoping my goal is to hit between 1,000 and 1,600 board feet today of milling up this oak. Of course, a lot of it's going to depend on how many interruptions we have during the day. So I already am expecting one. Somebody's dropping off some logs here in a few minutes, and I'm probably going to run up there and just inspect the logs real quick and then come back and we're going to get to it.
As you can tell from the description of the video, this is the second half of the logs we're milling up from a local golf course. It's Willow Oak. And in case you missed that video, please go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. And you'll notice me using the tape measure here. Before I start to mill this log, what I'm doing is I'm lining up the pith that's in the log, also known as the juvenile wood. It's the center of the tree where the tree began to grow. It is also the most unstable part of the tree. And so what we try to do is get this pith to be along the same horizontal line so that when we make a board out of this tree, when we turn it into a cant and then make a board, the goal is to get the pith in only one of the boards. Whoops, one of the goats tried to eat the power cable to the camera and spun the camera around. Apparently it was spun around for several minutes before I even noticed. When we're quarter sawing it, we actually cut the pith out and toss it aside for firewood. It's just highly prone to splitting, and it's just not great wood for woodworking. You can leave them in live edge slabs. People like to use them to fill them with epoxy and everything. So, but even then, that's where the slab could actually split. So we like to fill it. We like to keep that pith in only one board if we can. Most of the time, we're successful. But it starts with properly measuring the log so that the first cut of the saw blade puts that pith in the same horizontal line throughout the log. Now we're on to the knotty logs. These logs came from the higher part of the trees, probably 12 to 15 feet off the ground, and where the larger tree branches started to branch out from. As you may have seen in one of our other videos, we showed the impact that knots can have on lumber, especially oak. I'll leave a link in the description to that video as well. It's just a minute-long video, but it shows what happens when a knot, and it doesn't happen all the time, but you'll see where a knot in a piece of lumber can cause it to twist or warp. And without that knot, that board would be perfectly straight, or as straight and flat as you can get right off of a sawmill. So in logs like this where it's just filled with knots, you still can get some beautiful wood out of it, and that's typically why we live edge slab it. So that knot, it may try to twist the wood, but when that knot is spread out over 15, 20, 30 inches, it's not as likely to twist the entire board up. Now, that being said, it will shrink more than the rest of the wood, so you're going to have a dip there where the knot is. But that's why we use slab flattening mills and planers, and that way you can get everything a uniform thickness across, and it just winds up looking beautiful. So knots, I think knots, when you have tree branches coming out of slabs, I think they look beautiful. Often it's where you'll see what's called curl in the wood, and you just see the grain patterns going in all different directions and everything. It just doesn't make the best lumber, so we try to set those logs aside for slabs. Now when you watch the rest of the video, when you get towards the end, you're going to see a point where I point out what I was talking about a second ago, what's called curl, and that's where the wood looks like it's wavy and not flat. It's where the wood grain reflects the light differently to give the wood a wavy or curly look. It's really beautiful. And you'll see that if you wait till the end of the video, you'll see an example of that. Well, before I let the rest of the video play, I'd like to ask a quick favor. Could you please like, subscribe, and share this video? It helps us to get the word out to more folks. Many people do not even know that it's possible to take fallen trees and turn them into all kinds of stories. And the biggest limitation to our business today is letting others know that's even a possibility. So by sharing this video, maybe we can help spread the word and keep more trees out of the landfill. Right there, quarter sawn, more curl right over here. That's flat. This looks like it's wavy. That is nice. Nice.